everyone, and welcome to day 30 of the portfolio diet. So it is officially done, which is kind of cool and kind of a bummer at the same time, to be honest with you. The results are pretty impressive. I will show you guys that. Tomorrow's video will be the conclusion video. I'm really excited actually to share that with you. But I'm kind of bummed because this has been really, actually extremely easy. Other than the fact that I haven't always enjoyed the smoothie aspect of it, simply because the soy protein powder is kind of meh. I'm not into drinking something that's the consistency of applesauce or pudding. It just doesn't do much for me. But other than that, it's been actually really very easy. So throw some rice and some tofu together and some beans and ta-da! I've actually been a little bit challenged, I suppose, in trying to make things a little bit different and not the same meal time after time for you guys' sake. My husband has a favorite meal that he would eat like probably 2 or 3 times a week if given the opportunity to. He would have white rice, black beans, and sauteed peppers and onions without any sauce. Although you could put teriyaki sauce on it, you could put sweet and sour sauce on it, you could put some better than bouillon on it. Any of those would be fine, but you don't have to, and he loves it just the way that it is. So that's like his favorite thing. He would totally have that on a regular basis. And I have to say, the whole Buddha bowl concept, where you just have rice and you put whatever it is that you have around on top of it, and then whatever kind of sauce it is that you have, that does it for me. I really enjoy that. So any type of bean to put on it. I really wish lentils had more soluble fiber in them. They're very low in soluble fiber, which is a bummer because that's a nice change up from a bean, you know? But anyways, this particular way of eating is actually very, very easy. I had thought about it and I thought, oh my gosh, I could never do this long term. The part that I can't do long term is the soy protein. That powder is A, too expensive, and B, oh, I hope I don't get a red light here. Phew, almost, oh my goodness. Soy protein is just a little bit too expensive for me to have on a regular basis, and I just don't enjoy it in a drink at all. So, but otherwise, it's been kind of doable, to be honest with you. Anyway, we'll talk more about that tomorrow. So for today, my husband made me a mint chocolate smoothie, which is super, super minty. It's got a lot of flavor going on. Not a bad thing, just a lot of flavor going on. So anyway, I've got that, and then in a container, I put some soy milk and orange juice and brought my powders with me. And I took well, this guy is really pretty. One thing that I wish about the iPhone was that there was a little button on it that I could switch the camera back and forth so that I don't have to stop videoing and set up the camera to go forward and then turn it back around again, because there's a separation in the clouds up ahead and there's just light filtering through like that. It's very pretty. Anyways, so I have a cup of soy curls that my husband rehydrated them for me, but I put some barbecue sauce on those, and so what I'm going to do is warm those up and eat them first when it's time for me to eat. Oh, forgot to bring my new soy creamer. Oh well, there's some in the refrigerator. I just don't know if there's enough left for, if somebody else used some today, there might not be any left. Anyway, no biggie. So I had the soy curls, and then I brought a container of hummus. I chopped up an entire cucumber, and I brought that and some of those tamari seaweed crackers that I like them, and there's no oil in them, so they're good. So that's what I have with me. Oh, and I brought some cashews, but the bag ran out, so I have a bag that's got half cashews, half pecans in it. Actually, I think it's probably more pecans than cashews, to be honest with you, but I didn't eat them yesterday, and I tend not to really enjoy them if I don't eat them when I'm at work, but I'm eating the rest of my food. I don't really want to eat them when I get home. I didn't bring any fruit with me today, but I've got some dates in my drink, but doesn't really probably count, except they're pretty high in fiber. I mean, that kind of counts. doesn't really count in terms of a piece of fruit, I don't suppose, but I've never seen a sheriff's truck with what looks, maybe it's like a dog catcher type sheriff. I don't know. Got a big old metal thing on the back of their vehicle that's got air slits in it, but it looks like it's for like a Schwann's truck, kind of. Anyways, yeah, so I've got my drink. I've got a drink for in the morning. I've got soy curls and I've got hummus. And I didn't do anything to the hummus. It's just in the container the way that it is, but it'll be okay. That's fine. It doesn't have to have something done to it to make it fabulous. It still tastes pretty good. Probably should have put some seasoning on it before I brought it. That would have been intelligent. Some oregano and some paprika and some nutritional yeast. Should have done that. I wasn't thinking. But anyway, guys, I'm going to continue on my drive to work, and I will talk to you guys again either tonight or tomorrow morning. Probably tomorrow morning. Bye! Well, good morning, everyone. I am on my way home, and it is actually 6:45, so the sun is going to be coming up, so as long as it's not like super in my face, then I'll chat with you guys for a few minutes. Yeah, it's cold here. Like, it's really chilly. My truck says it's 45, which is usually not accurate, but still, it's Texas, for crying out loud. At the end of April, for crying out loud. We have all of our spring flowers out at the moment. What in the world is up with 45 degrees? Arr. I am such a wuss now. Oh my gosh, guys, I am such a wuss. I would just be so in trouble if I moved back up north. Oh my gosh. My Aunt Carolyn, she's so funny. She's like, you couldn't handle it up here anymore. I was like, yeah, you're right. I couldn't. Couldn't handle it. Anyways, so last night, I had my smoothie on my way to work and for a little while at work, and then I made a cup of tea and it was delicious. And then I didn't get hungry. I actually got hungry earlier than normal. It was like 12:15 or 12:30. So I had my soy curls and barbecue sauce, and I had my cashews with pecans, and both of those were super delicious, and I just really wasn't hungry anymore. So I decided to wait until I got hungry again, which actually didn't take very long, because at about 3:30 I was like, I'm hungry. So I am so stuffed. So I don't want to over-exaggerate the amount that I ate, just because I'm so full that I would over-exaggerate how much I ate, but I probably ate half that container of hummus. That's what we usually make. Usually when we make hummus platters, usually I use half of a container per plate. Yeah, I probably had about half a container of hummus, but I ate an entire cucumber all myself. And then I had I had like a row of crackers, the tamari seaweed crackers. Those were super yummy. Yeah, so between those three things, holy cow, I was super full. So I had put the hummus back in the refrigerator, and I remembered at like 10 after 6, I was going to leave at 6:30, I remembered at 10 after 6 that I left it in the refrigerator, so I went back to the back to get it, and saw my container with my smoothie in it sitting there. And I was like, ugh, I'm so not hungry. So anyways, I went and got my powders, and I blended it up, and I drank it, and it was delicious. Like, I don't know, it tasted super good. I'm not really sure why it tasted so good, but it was really, really pretty yummy. So it had just soy milk and orange juice and the powders. No soy protein powder in this one, which actually I think was probably good. But it was quite tasty. I was very, very pleased with the way it tasted, even though I am like crazy full and definitely don't have any room for anything more. So I was telling one of the ladies that I work with about my cholesterol results, and she was like, wow, that's really cool, so what did you do? And so I told her, and she was like, ugh, you have to eat beans? And I was like, yeah. And she said, well, you could probably get enough soluble fiber if you did something else, like ate a lot of oatmeal, like a lot, or maybe just had psyllium 3 times a day. I suppose that would be okay. But anyways, she was like, I couldn't do that, that's disgusting, I hate beans. I was like, well, that's a bummer, you shouldn't try this one then. So anyway, I emailed last night the gentleman who is the founder of the Portfolio Diet. He is a professor at the University of Toronto in Canada. So I emailed him. I have zero expectations that he's going to email me back today. or before I get a chance to do my final vlog. So if he does, wow, that's awesome. But I don't have any expectations of that happening. I actually don't even know that I expect that he'll return my email at all. But if he does, that'd be super cool. So anyway, I emailed him, and where'd that car go? I don't know where that car went. That was right there. It was just there a few minutes ago. Anyways, I hope that he responds, because I wanted to say thank you for putting the information out there and making it available to people, because I never would have thought to combine those foods together to make a lower cholesterol panel, and so that was really cool. But I also wanted to ask him if he had any additional studies or research that showed, you know, maybe you don't have to have 50, maybe the portfolio diet was his original plan, and you don't have to have a full 50 grams of soy protein. Because I thought about it, if I have an 8-ounce glass of soy milk a day, and I have either pressed tofu or soy curls, I can get 20 grams of soy protein in a day. So if 20 is sufficient, then I could definitely do that. But I really don't want to keep up with the protein powders. I don't mind doing it for what's left of the container that I have. I'm probably only going to use maybe like 2 tablespoons or 3 tablespoons rather than the full 7, just because I really dislike it. But we'll see what he has to say, if he responds at all. I don't know. He probably won't. But whatever. Anywho, yeah, I don't have anything else left to tell you guys. As you could tell, probably, I feel so much better than I have in the last couple of days. Oh my gosh, I feel way, way, way lots better. But that's cool. So, anywho, yeah, I don't have anything else exciting to tell you guys. So I will talk to you again tonight, or tomorrow morning probably. I'll do the final. I'm not sure when I'll do my finale. It'll be sometime soon. That I can tell you, because I have to publish it like very soon. So, anywho, I will talk to you guys again later, and hope you're having a great day. Bye!